of the most important parts of record keeping is being able to trace that organic product from the soil that it came from to the end product when it's being sold or used.
So the records I keep for seeds are all purchases, and then we require in the organic program to have a non-GMO letter that all the seeds were produced non-GMO. So we keep these records indefinitely, and each seed supplier needs to document the source of the seeds and their non-GMO origin. Well, in my daily log, we'll put anything in there from a tillage practice or when we plant, cultivate, a harvest record of any sort, even as much as when I start watering, turn water off. That's not a regular practice, but I like to note that and go back and maybe even go back to it next year, okay? Or, you know, what worked, what didn't work.
We're going to begin with the soil and the land, determining its eligibility for organic certification. Specifically, we look at the land use affidavit, which is going to identify that there's no prohibited substances applied to that land for the previous 3 years. We'll also want to know the legal ownership or proof of legal control, who's managing that land for that time frame. Then we're going to review the seed that was used in planting in that field. Does it meet organic requirements? We're going to look at things as proof of purchase. We're going to look at seed tags. We're going to look at any type of record that indicates what your seeding rate was. We'll also look at records if it was stored seed. In the instance organic seed may not be available, you can use conventional seed. When I talk about commercial availability, in terms of searching for organic seed, we talk about appropriate form, quality, or quantity. You'll need to conduct at least 3 searches with various suppliers and attempt to obtain organic seed before you can use conventional seed. If you're going to use conventional seed in your operation, we'll want to review the proof of purchase. We'll want to know who your supplier was, what the treatment status was of that conventional seed. Was it treated with an approved material? Was it inoculated with an approved material? Or any other substance that may have been applied to that seed? We need to know that information to determine if it can be used for organic production. We'll also want to know the GMO status of that seed. If it is GMO, it cannot be used as organic seed. Then we're going to trace all the field activities from plant date to harvest date. You're going to need to document all your field activities from the day you plant until the day you harvest.
A couple of resources we've used to keep our records have been, we started out with large at-a-glance calendars. That worked pretty well for a while if we stayed on track with that. And then we discovered an app called Tend, and Tend we can use on our phones or on a computer. It's mostly data entry app for farmers. We could put in plant start times, how many seeds we need to buy for how many plants we want to start, when the plants go out. We could even keep track of every one that we harvest per bed on a map on Google Earth.
Once you've completed harvest, we need to know where that crop's going. Is that crop being delivered direct to your customer, or is it being kept in storage? If it's going direct to your customer, we will jump right into sales documentation and transportation documentation. Who's delivering and transporting that material? What precautions or clean-offs have been conducted with those vehicles to transport your product to the end customer? And how have you identified that product on those sales documents as organic? And hopefully, by reviewing all those elements and looking at their connecting points, we can determine that there was traceability from when you acquired that land, planted, grew that crop, and then brought it to market.
Switching to the app and doing less paperwork just means we can be out in the field. We don't have to have a pen or a pencil or some paper with us. Everyone's got a phone on them. We can take the phone out, do a quick little input on the app, and not really have to think about it again until the next year when we're doing the organic cert.